Hello and welcome. This is Ayana Lahi, and I'm so very happy that you're here with all of us this week in this week's episode of Be One, Be You. We are diving into the theme Impeccable Warrior, Warrioress in money and love. The warrior, warrioress within inside of you is the you that is whole and ignited by the fire of the light that is truly who you are. The truth that you are is the impeccable expression of your realization of being close in the core of you, in the true light of the love and the power that makes you, you. Your masculine side of you in its whole expression is that of love. It cares, it supports, it builds, it designs, it creates structure and form for the feminine within inside of you, the power of spirit, the power of the earth and all of creation, the feminine flow, the unlimited, infinite creation matrix that binds life through love. The feminine weaves, and it is creating a new reality here on earth that reunites the masculine feminine in a sacred way, a way that honors the way that life speaks through our bones, our cells, in a new way. This is not a conversation about returning to the old ways. This is about reuniting, reconnecting, progressing, evolving, enlightening, the source of living in oneness on this planet from a new dimension of light. That light is the expression of your love and power in action. It comes from stillness. It comes through moving from one state of consciousness within you to another. It happens through releasing your old attachments to how you have served your false self. The new rebirth within inside of you occurs through igniting, through love, the true you who was hidden, thrown away, forgotten about, tossed aside, ignored, and pushed down under a trap door inside of your psyche and your body. Your true self will be found in your root center, the space between your pubic bone and tailbone that's usually dormant. It's usually shut. And in your lower belly, the center of your creative, personal, and sexual power. As that ache dissolves, the inner pain that happens through having your inner masculine and feminine separate, meaning your whole self, your soul, has not been able to fully emerge in its clear essence, the clarity of your love. Who are you? How do you love? Who are you as a loving being? That exploration and the expression of love that you are brings you into the source of your money, the way that you love. The way that you love creates the money. The way that you approach money brings you closer to love or further away. That divine feminine within inside of yourself must be flourishing to create as the warrioress of light, of love, interchangeable here, in a new way that brings unification to the planet. Right now, as you all know, we're living in a time of severe separation between the mind and the body that have created the pain that we feel inside. And we can't help but feel that pain. I have felt over the last year waves of pain coming up, feeling the planet and the peoples, all of you, all over the planet. And the shift that we have to make has to happen from the inside out. It's the only shift there is at this time. And from making that shift from the false self being in charge to discovering and listening to our true self and becoming our true self, then we are able to live in a new relationship with ourself, with others, with the work that we are here to do. That's our sole purpose. And with the planet. And we are going to make it through this time, and it might get really bumpy and really rough. There's a lot of forces at play here on the planet. And so coming into that light that is the ignition of the fire of your true self is crucial. That fire burns away all of the extra baggage that you carry around, because sometimes we can get too lazy. Life can become too comfortable. I've always kept the edge of something not being in full full harmony. It's a subtle thing that I've done my whole life. Those very few times where I sold out, usually in a relationship decades ago, in order to have things go smoothly, was probably the greatest mistake of my life. But I was learning, because I came from a lineage that would sell out in order to maintain priorities that had to do with survival. So of course I understand, but I'm a human divine being who has learned how to grow into my true survival, which is living through and in spirit, the spirit that flows from source, and allowing it to transform me. I discovered what money was not growing up. It is not a way to control. It is not a way to be controlled. It is not a system that we are meant to give our soul to in order to have some money or a lot of money. The priorities and falsities around money are as extensive and diverse as the ways that we maintain our false self. The self who will work to avoid being one and whole with the source because of refusing to let go of control, refusing to let go of its own identity. So money and love have separated. The ego, the part of ourself that shuts off from the heart, has no love. It works from its own identity. its own story about who you're supposed to be and who it is, and is far from being the warrioress of light, of that source that creates and sustains who you are. You are not separate. You are not alone. You are always guided, always. Over the last 50 years, I have learned how many dedicated beings there are just on the inner planes that are here to assist all of humanity. During this time period of wake-up call, it is the Great Awakening, and set into motion in order to bring us closer to the source of the love within inside of our heart. To be the warrioress, and to understand that money is an exchange, a language, a communication, a system that we have to shift. Money has become something to overpower and to use to control, rather than creating in a systematic approach that serves the whole. There are thousands of companies now around the planet, and you know who you are, and you are creating your company to be sustainable, to give life instead of taking away. From deep within the core of your being, I would love to invite the you that naturally knows how to give, to appear. This takes impeccable trust in love. You have to get burnt by love enough to be willing to take a risk. If we don't get burnt in love, life is boring, life is fake. To go through the pain of loving and not being loved back how we want, how we were creating love to be burnt by love, pushes us to face how we turn against ourselves. When we are abandoned or betrayed, rejected, the ABRs of love, when they happen, they are the teacher to help us see how we ABR, abandon, betray, or reject ourselves. Hurts, really hurts, to see that, really recognize it. And then once we do, we can make that commitment, the vow to end how we ABR ourselves, because we think that's love. We are taught growing up, living life, young child, older child, teen. That's what can happen. First, get to know yourself. Honor yourself. Hold the boundaries so that you're not opening the door to people's whims, the way they use, people who abuse, and keep your boundaries around money. How do you want to make money? How do you want to draw it to you? How do you want to create money? How do you want to flow in the universe? What do you want to give? What do you want to offer? What skills do you need to learn so that you can create the money that you want to live a lifestyle that doesn't create consuming, where you're constantly eating up energy, wanting more materialism, and being upset with what you don't have? Create your life to be an expression of the spirit of life, the beauty, the love, the creativity, the harmony, the simplicity, so that your needs become what's most important to sustain you as an awakening being. In the 21st Century Liberation Roadmap, the underlying roadmap in all of the Spirit Gateways Institute courses, trainings, and programs, you find a beautiful tapestry, the woven golden threads that come from discovering who you are. And in being who you are, you draw to you the exact circumstances to help bring you into life in a way that means a full expression. Don't settle for less. Don't compromise. Be true to who you are. Let yourself be impeccable. Give everything your very best. And if a situation doesn't meet you, find a different pathway, a different highway to go on. And follow the inner roadmap that brings you through yourself, helps you evolve deep into who you truly are. Make that radical shift into busting your bubble about who you are, who you were raised to be. Pop that bubble. And with impeccable trust in the source that is guiding you, that love power, trust that love power. It won't let you down. What lets you down is your fear, the fear that others can also project onto you, the fear that you were given as an infant, a young child, an older child, and a teen to live out and to make yours. Pop the bubble of believing the illusion of what you were raised to be. Find out for yourself the gift that you have to give. You came into this lifetime with a gift that you came here to give. And you have to find who you are. And then once you find who you are, you go through this incredible journey to let go of who you are. The more that you let go of who you are, the more of an impeccable warrior, warrioress of love you become. And your heart is that gorgeous entry door to your soul. You succeed on all planes of consciousness when you're living from your soul, when you're really being true to who you are, who you came here to be. Be it. Be it completely. Be one. Be you. And keep going. Keep going with it. And trust it. Keep learning. Keep asking the universe to support you and guide you. And you're going to make some mistakes along the way. And whatever you do, if you have to judge yourself, get it over with as fast as you can. Because it hurts too much to linger in it, and it's unnecessary hurt because it's self-damaging. Learn. Take your lessons all the way into your heart, all the way. Let your heart continue to open. This is the warrior, warrioress, the impeccable one, the impeccable you, who stays true to the source revealing itself through you. The source reveals itself in you so that you and the source become one. And through the oneness that you become, you enter into abundance, the abundance on all levels. find your spiritual abundance as you are creating the anchor, the root system of your life. And when you grow your forest within, you grow your inner plants. Keep expanding. Let yourself continue to grow. Let yourself continue to expand from the impeccable being of connectedness that you are, the spirit warrior, warrioress of light that you are, because you are following the light. You are choosing your impeccable truth. I'd love to invite you to check out my website, iyanalahi.com, IANALAHI.com. And if you haven't already, I invite you to sign up for our free offerings and to know that the inside journey of becoming the warrior, warrioress of light is taught in every course, every training. Check out the foundation course. It's an amazing buy for $7. It's shot on location in extreme beauty, as is the Evolutionary Empowerment course, which is the entry into the membership program. Foundation course sets the way for you for all of the Spirit Gateway's 21st Century Liberation Roadmap programs, all those incredible courses that come in the membership program. I'm here doing what I do because I really love to love, and I love holding you in love and sending you love and creating all these courses for you so that you can really trust and be the impeccable love, the power that you are, so that you can show up in your life fully you and trusting the foundation of who you are in a whole new way. Thanks for being here with us and holding you and loving you. Have a really great week. This is Iyana Lahi.